This right here. Forget this, forget all these pipes, because sorry. Sunflower seeds, bad habit. All we want you to focus on is this appliance right here. Most FDCs or sprinkler connections, like Cavalata said, be sticking out a wall with a system of piping that either runs up to a standpipe or the actual sprinkler system, which you kind of can see everything here, right? Don't worry about this, don't worry about that. Focus on this only, okay? This configuration that you see right here would be on multiple floors via a standpipe. Male fitting, 2.5 like we talked about, so when you made the geyser pack, you put what appliance on there?
You put a gated wide 2.5 to inch and 3/4.
2.5 to inch and a half, right? So you would see this on the 10th floor per se. You'd hook up your geyser pack, your 2.5 to inch and a half gated wide, and then you would advance your hose to whatever floor you need to go to. Okay? Generally speaking, on a standpipe, you're going to attach your hose one floor below the fire floor and advance up the stairwell to the fire. But now, if you have what's the difference between an open stairwell and a closed stairwell?
The
closed stairwell smoke, isn't it pressure tight?
So if you have like a closed stairwell, there's actually a door that goes into the hallway. So if you have a large enough area, and this is using common sense now, if I'm the captain, would I attach one floor below, waste that hose, and then go through another door, and then realize, oh boy, I need another 50-foot section of hose? I'm going to utilize 15, 20 feet of my hose just to go up that stairwell. I may choose to actually attach to the fire floor. I have a door protecting me there, and then advance in that way so I have more hose. It's a judgment call. Everything we do is incident driven. Okay, we're trying to get you guys to learn basics, which is your foundation. But then, of course, when you get older and when you start doing this for a while, you start to adapt those techniques to work for whatever you end up having. Okay?
Okay. Here's what we're going to do then. I'm going to split you guys up. You're going to be an A and a B group. We got 6 even?
So yeah, there's only so we may get them all through it today and.
Okay. For today, you 4 are my A group. You 2 are going to be B group, and then that guy that comes tomorrow is going to be B group also. Okay. All right. So here's how we're going to work this. You got to pay attention to where you are right now. So your A's, your B's, right? Everybody's clear on that.
there.
Okay. You're 1A, 1, 2A, 3A, 4A. Got it?
There.
Okay. So when you line up, when you're in this section, line up just like this. Okay. So you know you're 1, you're 2, you're 3, you're 4. All right. You're 1, you're 2, the other guy will be 3. Okay. We'll have to make some adaptations because we normally do this with 8 guys, so it works out perfect with 8 guys. All right, the point is we need to pick this mess up, and that way we can get everybody through. So I'm going to show you how to do it, and then when we go to pick up, if you're the guys that are the A group today are going to be sitting behind the engineer, and you're going to do the evolution today. Okay, we're going to do this wet. B group is going to do the evolution tomorrow. Okay, so B group today, you're sitting behind the captain, and your job is to assist the engineer. So you're going to ride to the fire with the engineer, and you're going to do whatever he tells you to do. What he's going to have you do is drag that supply line around to his intake, or he may do that, and then somebody's going to come back here and break couplings and connect them to discharge. Okay? So you guys will obviously be doing it twice today. There's just 2 of you. You guys will all be doing it once today. Now, when we get done here, we'll have 4 sticks of 2.5 inch hose on the ground. Okay, so from the discharge, 2 discharges connected, we'll have 50 feet, another 100 feet going, or another 50 feet going into here. So a total of 100 per line, 200 feet total, 4 sticks total. Okay, sir? All right. So if you are a number 1, you just did the evolution, right? Okay, so if you just finished the evolution, your job is picking up the bacon. Okay, so you pick up the 5 things that we took off of this rig, and you put them back on this rig. Okay, so what's the number 1's job?
Pick up the bacon.
Pick up the bacon. What?
First Penny Hill, sir.
What is the bacon? Oh, we never went over that?
Well, we started, I think, the night I chimed in, didn't I?
All right, bacon. B is for bundle. A is for air, so your cylinders.
Both of them, sir?
Both of them. because you need extra cylinders, right? If you're going up a high-rise fire, you don't want to send all your extra air with you, so you grab extra cylinders. C is for clamps, okay? Because when this thing goes, you clamp your lines, and then you can work back here, and he doesn't need to look back here and communicate with you. He knows as soon as he gets connected, water's coming. You got clamps. It's your responsibility to make sure that water doesn't come past you all the way where you don't want it, okay? And we'll go over that. C is clamps. O is, I think O is oxygen. What did I say? Air bottle. So A is axe. A is axe. So bundles, axe, clamps, oxygen. Bottles, oxygen, and then nozzle. Okay.
Now remember, we're not using oxygen bottles, but we wouldn't do BACAN, right? It's bacon. You guys remember it? So O is oxygen, meaning SCBA bottles or packs, right?
Okay, so those 5 things. So what this should look like is I'm going to get off the rig. I'm going to step off the rig in the direction of travel. I'm going to come down. I open this compartment because I know I need what? My axe. Now, equipment pulls. There's 2 ways to do this. You can just slide it under the tailboard like that. Okay? Or you can do like what Captain Cindy said, maybe I want an equipment pool somewhere. Right? For me, the easiest thing to get this guy out of here fast is sliding it under the tailboard. Okay? So, come back here.
For this section only, this is how you're establishing an equipment pool.
Nozzle down there.
When you go to Captain Gabbard's section, you're doing a single reverse blade, establishing an equipment pool again. He may want something a little different.
Sure, sir.
So don't confuse the two.
Sure, sir.
Pay attention.
So this is 1A's job, right? To pull.
The whole thing is 1A's job.
Oh, okay.
You're doing this by yourself.
Oh, okay. So yes, sir.
You're doing this by yourself, so you're doing everything.
Okay, why do you think I did that like that?
So they don't roll away.
So they don't roll away. Very good. Okay, so then I step down here. The order is I'm going to dual reverse to the standpipe with a bacon strip. Okay? So dual reverse, come down here, step up on the tailboard, grab both of my sticks of hose, put them between me and there, right?
Sure, sir.
And I go. I go 25 feet past connection.
So now you were taught how many strides for you is a 50-foot stick of hose.
22.
So 21, so you're 22.
Sure, sir.
So if you're smart, you should go 11 steps
Sure,
from
sir.
this point, and you should be
From your
money.
connection, not from the tailboard, from the connection. He could stop 10 feet further that way, right?
That's
So
right.
I don't start counting until I get to my connection, 25 feet past the connection. Okay?
Sure,
So,
sir.
how do we clamp hose to send the engine?
The C hole.
Same thing. Hold it under and hold it with both hands. So now, this thing gets pulled out of my hand, it just goes, right? And depending on how it's loaded, maybe it has a hose bed cover on it. Somebody didn't put a Dutchman in there and the thing hangs up. I can't stop that, right? And I don't want to stop it. If it starts to go, it goes. You know, I'll start yelling at it and stop. So, once I get over here, I got my hose, I look at him in his mirror. See, I can see his nose. I look at him, I make sure I can see him, and I say, lay line! Takes off. Okay, whenever 2 couplings hit the ground, or his air brake goes off, or common sense tells me that's enough hose on the ground, there's no way he can pull this, right? Then I break this. Now, I need to get this clamped, right? That's my priority.
Sure, sir.
Smarter, not harder. Am I going to sit these down, run up, clamp that, run back here, grab these, and run over there?
Sure,
No,
sir.
I'm going to save some steps. I'm going to walk over here on my way to the clamp, set these down, I'm going to walk over to my clamp, I'm going to grab them both. Okay? Kind of silly to grab one of them and then run over here, clamp it, and then run back and grab the other one, right?
Okay.
Where's the flat go? Which way is the water coming?
From the engine.
I need to be on this side, right?
Yes, sir.
When I get it clamped, water! He's going to acknowledge water. Come over here. Take my caps off. I don't want to hear any of these things hitting the ground. Put it down, threads up. Gasket, swivel thread. Okay, now, see how this is kind of tight?
Sir,
So just take it like this, take your foot on it, drag it up. What?
Sir, would you, does it matter if they cross right there? You wouldn't, doesn't really matter.
Get it connected. Now, if you notice, the way that I pulled my hose, did I have both hoses in one hand? When I
Sure,
came
yeah.
up walking this way?
Yes.
Or, when I was standing
Separate.
down here, I had both hoses in one hand, right?
Sir, sir.
So, what would have had the tendency to happen if I would have kept them in one hand? They would have rolled a couple times, right? Tangled up. But instead, I took it like this one in this hand, this one in this hand, and while it was tight, I could look up and I could see, all right, my hose is laying on top of equipment, right? So, does it make more sense just to go whoop whoop and flip it off my equipment now while it's dry?
Sir,
Or
sir.
should I just leave it there, charge it, and then try to pick up a full piece of hose and get it off my equipment? Right?
Both
Middle
strike.
thing. Okay, so I'm standing here with both of them. I put the right one in the right hand, left one in the left hand, and as I'm walking, I got my wingspan, right? Nice, look how nice and wide this is apart. These are not tangled at all. Gasket's a little thread. Okay, so now I'm ready for water. So I go down here.
I'm going to show them something real quick, because you guys will be assisting in this portion down here, okay? When we take the hose off and connect it to the discharge gate, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a gate of Y, just stick it right here to make it easier, okay, in a second. But just like we did, huh?
That's the one that's got the piece missing.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, it'll
All right, we'll just do it. I'll use the side one then. But just like we did on the forward lays for taking the supply, do the same thing. Grab both sections of hose, ever butt to the back, right about shoulder length, pull it off at an angle till the couplings drop. Now, what I don't want you to do, though, is pull it so far past that you start taking this stuff all out of the way, right? Because this guy's got to work right here. We don't want to get in his way. Switch hands, just like we did before. Bring it wide. Okay? Same thing here. Don't pull this out of his hand just till it gets snug. Throw it to the side. And then we're going to disconnect both couplings using what technique?
Foot tilt or
That's right, or a knee press. So go ahead and jump in and show me how to do a foot tilt. Don't need your structure gloves right now when you're just loading hose. Use your utilities. When you're in the evolution, you use structure gloves.
Sir, yes, sir.
Can I get somebody to sprint over to the lockup and get me a 2.5-inch gate of Y? Not you, Valenzuela. You're the CC. Remember that. You got to dish those orders out. Oh, actually, Hill, you're in charge of this crew, so you do that. All right, sir. Okay, nothing changes, right? No open butts on the ground. Keep that in your hand for right now. We'll throw that up there. And I'll probably have two of you assisting me do this, right, to make it quicker. So come on over here. Lay that, that's fine, or you can just go ahead and step on that as well, or lay it right in front of you so nobody touches it. Now, what's another safe thing you do with a coupling? Put it under the tailboard. Nobody's going to step on that, right?
Sir, yes, sir.
Good. Okay, good. So we have no open butts on the ground, right? We always talked about that. Okay, now grab that, bring those together, bring them this way. Okay, so for right now, just connect it to the number 4 and the number 5 discharge.
Sir, yes, sir.
So let that see him sprinting over here. Let's go, hustle up with that. Hey, Brett, grab one of the new ones. Grab one of the new ones. That one's leaks like crazy. Grab one of the new ones. Now, same thing. If you have an extra open butt, put it under the running board for now so nobody steps on it. Put one underneath there. Excellent. Now, nobody's going to trip over that, right? Like your ankle, whatever else. Yes, go ahead.
I was told by the second guy.
Now remember, he called for what? I don't either. All right, wait. Now hold on a second here. He already called for water, right?
Sir, yes, sir.
Now an FDC has what type of, generally speaking, a Siamese, if I don't know if that has one, but what type of restriction devices? Clapper valves, right? Some have clappers on both inlets. Some have one that swivels left to right. So can we potentially get water flowing to one inlet?
Sir, yes, sir.
Absolutely, right? So as soon as you connect that, charge it. He already called for water. The minute those clamps are on, he signaled for water to us.
Sir, yes,
Okay?
sir.
So go ahead and charge number 4. Beautiful. That's what I'm looking for, yeah.
I don't know how to do this, sir. I've never done this before. Just pull it out.
Pull it out slowly. And don't twist it, you're going to lock it. There you go. Pull it out slowly. Come on, Sheila, pull it. Pull like a man.
It's not going.
You can do it, yes, do it. Encouragement.
Boom. Up over 3. I hope you were recording that.
Yeah, I did.
Boom. Okay, now pull the number 5 one. Hold open right there, number 5. Discharge number 5. All right, let's go head on over there, Vigil. That way we can watch.
Sir, yes, sir.
Those are open?
Sure. Me?
Seems awful low.
Huh? On?
We might have some leaky valves. Well, someone's getting a car wash. I'm going to go out on a limb and say water hasn't gone through this thing in a while. So somebody walk up and close that. It's a big wheel. You don't have to watch.